The meeting of the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners is called to order. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners was provided in the following manner. Published in the Press of Atlantic City and mailed to the Hamilton Gazette, and has been posted on the bulletin boards in the county office building in Atlantic City, the Stillwater building in Northfield, and the county clerk's office in Mays Landing. At this time, I'm going to ask for a moment of silence for Detective Sergeant Eric Wise from the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office. Thank you. Is there a prayer?
Lead us, O God, that we may be leaders of our community and continue to guide us in the decisions we make for the service of others. Amen.
Amen.
Please face the flag. Attention salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Chairman, Commissioners Bertino, Commissioner Corsi, and Commissioner Gatto are all attending virtually today.
Great, thank you.
Bertino? Burns?
Here.
Corsi?
Present.
Gatto?
Here.
Byrne?
Here.
Parker?
Present.
Risley?
Here.
Ruffio?
Here.
Days.
Here. Commissioners have had an opportunity to review the minutes from the February 4th, 2025 meeting. I will now entertain a motion to adopt the February 4th minutes as presented.
So moved.
Second.
And seconded, please call the roll.
Bertino? Burns?
Yes.
Corsi?
Present.
Gatto?
Yes.
Byrne?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Risley?
Yes.
Ruffio?
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Anyone attending in person who would like to speak regarding an agenda item or at public comment, please come to the podium, speak into the microphone, state your name and the town where you reside. You will be provided up to 3 minutes to speak. If you're attending virtually and would like to speak, please raise your hand during the agenda item or a public comment at the end. I will call upon your name and a request to unmute will be sent. Please state your name and the town you reside. You'll be provided up to 3 minutes to speak. All right, this time we have a presentation for the Employee Health Benefits Strategy by the Difference Card and Marsh McLennan Agency. Tony Mahone, Marsh McLennan Agency, and Chris Calderon, the Difference Card.
Thank you, Commissioner. Tony Mahone, the Executive Vice President of Sales here at Marsh McLennan. I'm going to put up our deck, but before that, just wanted to do some quick intros of the folks that are on the call. Of course, myself from Marsh McLennan Agency. Also, I have Derek Daly, who is Executive Vice President of New Jersey Public Entities, on the phone with us. Scott Ravenstein, who is a Senior Client Executive with Marsh McLennan Agency. From the Difference Card, we have Chris Calderon, who is the Chief Sales Officer. We also have Ashley Doobie, who is the Senior Director of East Sales. We have Megan Prezzuti, who is the Senior Consultant of New Jersey Markets. And we have Cecile Mamouzet, who is the Senior Account Executive.
Thank you.
Thank you. Real briefly, before I put up the deck, just a little history. I've been working with our team at Marsh McLennan with your administration in working on the health benefits and trying to find alternatives to be able to help offset some of the rising costs that are happening with the state health benefit plan. The administration has been just fantastic stalwarts in helping us get information and to be able to give various ideas on how they need the benefits to be able to work. But also we've been working with them on other alternatives that have been we've been finding success with in other counties around the state that are utilizing the state health benefit plan. We had sought several alternatives outside of the state health benefit plan. We've worked together with your union representatives to be able to discuss whether or not these other alternatives were going to be something that their membership would be interested in pursuing. We've had multiple meetings with them, and where we found ourselves is actually back to the state health benefit plan and installing what's called an HRA, or a health reimbursement account, on top of the state health benefit plan design. Chris Calderon will go into more detail about that design in just a moment. Just so you know, also the history on this is that we had actually talked about doing this before and had fairly significant union support in moving forward with this alternative. We did, however, have some hiccups with the state with regard to some provisions that they were putting onto it that were making it less attractive. Since that time, the state has relaxed some of those provisions, but we've also had the benefit of being able to see several other counties within the state utilizing this plan over a period of time, and have had positive results and have given positive feedback to your administrative staff. So that kind of gives you the history of where we are with this presentation. So kind of everything old is new again. We're back to making this same presentation that we had made before, but there are some good caveats that are now in there that we think the commissioners will find very beneficial. One last note is that we have, in addition to meeting with the administrative staff, we have been meeting with the administrative staff and all the union representatives from the various unions that are at Atlantic County. We have had meetings with those representatives, and now we are conducting meetings, educational meetings with the various members. The union reps, after hearing our meeting, all agreed that they would like to see this as an alternative to be offered to their membership. This offer is being made on a voluntary basis, not on a mandatory basis. So we had a lot more a sympathetic ear with that type of approach, and that's the same approach that's been used in other counties throughout the state. So unless there's any questions on what I just brought up, I'd like to turn it over to Chris Calderon, and I'm going to begin sharing the deck.
Thanks, Tony.
You're welcome. Just before we get started, can all the commissioners see the deck that is up on the screen?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Chris, over to you.
All right, thanks, Tony. Why don't we jump into the problem that we are attempting to solve for, which is the high cost of health insurance in the state health plan, and the increases that we've seen over the past 3 years are incredibly high in comparison to what has historically happened within the New Jersey State Health Plan. 44% combined is just unaffordable, and we're talking about another 16% that went into effect for 2025. The cost for a family in the Direct 10 plan, one of the more expensive options, has breached $50,000 per year per family. So you can kind of see where the driver of healthcare cost is. Those high cost plans especially are incredibly expensive. And what we have done is find a solution to lower the cost of healthcare by purchasing lower cost options, but delivering equal to or better than coverage to your staff. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is this HRA solution, which allows us to purchase a much lower cost plan from the state, but still deliver equal to or better than coverage to your membership. And last time we were all together, I think it was 2003, we had done this successfully with Hunterdon County. So Tony, on the next slide, let's just talk about some of the case studies.
Just a point of clarification, Chris, it's 2023, not 2003.
Yes, 2023. That's right. That's right.
And also just a note to the commissioners, I saw a hand raised on virtually. I figured we would go through the entire presentation and then be ready for some questions that could come after. Is that okay with the commissioners?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good correction, Tony. In 2023, when we had met at that point, Hunterdon County was the only New Jersey county that had utilized this strategy. And for years, for over 15 years now, we've had New Jersey public entities that have utilized the difference card, but they have been doing it outside of the state plan. And then in 2003, that's when Hunterdon was the first that got approval within the state health plan, with all the work that the Marsh team did to lobby to get that done. And they've had tremendous results utilizing the difference card HRA strategy within the state health plan. Subsequently, I think it was January of 2024, Gloucester County moved into this strategy. So they've been with us for a few years now. Ocean County followed quickly after. They've had tremendous results and got a big chunk of their population to participate. And they've had significant savings, almost $5 million of savings annually using this strategy. And then the newest county to join this strategy, Essex County, joined as of January 1st, 2025. They've only been doing this for a month and a half, but they are the newest member to join this solution. So let's talk about how the solution impacts the membership and where the savings comes from. What we're suggesting is that we utilize the 2035 plan option as the base plan, which drives down the cost of health insurance for the county, but also for all of the membership that participate in the health plan. And in terms of the exact savings, well, it depends on where the employees are located. So this is the percentage savings. And if they're in the Direct 10 plan, right, that's the most expensive option, well, they get the most savings. Their cost is the highest today. They get the biggest benefit here. They get a 24% reduction in payroll costs utilizing that 2035 strategy. So the Chapter 78 rates would be reset off of the 2035 plan instead of the Direct 10 plan. Similar savings for the Direct 15 chunk there. They've got a 21% reduction in premium if they utilize this strategy. And then we know you've got a big group of people that are in the Direct 2030 plan option. It's a 13% savings. So still double-digit savings for all of the membership that has historically taken the 2030 plan. To go to that 2035, it's about a 13% reduction in cost. Now, although they're getting the premium savings associated with the 2035 plan, we don't expect them to have to pay those higher copays and higher deductibles associated with that plan. That's where the difference card HRA comes into play. It will pay all of the copays and deductibles so that they don't have to. So this example is just showing the Direct 10 plan today, amazing benefits, $10 copays for primary care and specialist, $75 ER, and no deductible today. What we're suggesting is you utilize that 2035 plan. That's the plan that would drive down the cost of the premium. And then the HRA card, the difference card, sits on top of the 2035 plan. So for those that elect it, it's voluntary. If they choose to elect this combination of 2035 plus HRA, well, they get the reduction in premium, and the HRA actually pays for their copays, their deductible, their pharmacy. So they get an amazing benefit. This is actually better than what we had proposed last time because we had to make some adjustments based on the state's feedback. And this is the new solution that the state has approved. It's an amazing benefit, no cost in terms of copays or deductibles. There is an extra step. They have to learn how to use this extra card. It's a payment vehicle for the health insurance, but they get lower payroll deductions and better benefits than what they had before. So we do get a lot of questions about, well, what's this card about? How does it work? So I'll briefly walk you through that. The employee gets a card, the spouse also gets a card, and we would mail a card to any dependents that are over the age of 18 and are enrolled in the health plan. So if somebody has children away at college, that child can have their own card to use for the copays and the deductibles. So that MasterCard difference card is mailed to everyone at home, and it is a MasterCard, so they don't need to ask their provider, do you accept the difference card? Wherever the MasterCard terminal is, they'll be able to use this card. And the network, in terms of providers, it's the same doctors that they had before. So if they were with Horizon, it's the same direct network of providers. If they had chosen the Aetna option, it's the same Aetna network of providers that they had before. These are the three options that you all have today that most of the population joins. There are other plans available. We understand there's some people in maybe the Omnia plan, but these are the three we're going to focus on today that have the bulk of the membership: the Direct 10, the Direct 15, and the Direct 2030. Those would be the members that get the benefit by utilizing this strategy. So to look at the side-by-side comparison, the Direct 2030, the plan where you have a good chunk of your population today, they would be purchasing this 2035 plan. So instead of taking the 2030 that they've had, they would take the 2035. And I think you've got about 570 people in this category out of the 1,000 employees that take the plan. So you can see some of the copays go up slightly. There is a deductible associated with the 2035 plan in network, and the out-of-network deductible is higher. So normally people would not elect the 2035 plan because they don't want to pay those higher deductibles or higher copays, but that's where the difference card HRA comes in. It would be funded to pay those copays or to pay those deductibles. And for the 2025 plan year, the funding that the state requires is about $14,720, and that's enough to cover all those copays and deductibles. It's really more than enough because that's the most that you could ever get to if you had a family utilizing the benefit. So that amount is an unfunded liability, and you only actually will pay as people utilize the plan and they have copays or deductibles. That's when the card would actually take money out. So in terms of how the card works, it swipes for things that are asked for at the point of sale, copays at the primary care. First off, if it's preventive, you don't have to use the card. There's no cost for preventive services. But if it's a sick visit, you've got a kid who's sick and you go to your primary care provider, they're going to ask you for $20. The card will swipe for the full $20. You don't have to pay anything for that. And it works the same way for the specialist, the urgent care, the emergency room. It'll swipe for the full cost of those copays. The card is also programmed to work at the pharmacy, and it'll pay for the copay costs at the pharmacy. So $7 for those tier 1 medications, $21 for tier 2 medications. And if it's a mail order prescription, it's $52 for those tier 2s. And again, the card would be there, or you can mail in to get that money back. But the difference card in general will pay the full cost for those copays, whether it's retail or mail order, and you don't have to pay anything as an employee.
Hey, Chris, I just want to pause for a moment on since we've just gone through that. Just could you give just a quick little history too on the difference card and how long you guys have been doing this and what your experience has been thus far?
Yeah, from a experience perspective, the difference card was founded in 2001. So we've been doing this for over 24 years. We have been in the New Jersey public sector market for the last 15 years. And the experience within the New Jersey state plan, when that was approved in 2023, has been very positive. We've gotten great results because it's an amazing win-win for the membership. They get no cost for copays. Their payroll deductions have gone down. And there's always some skepticism at first. People think, this is too good to be true. I'm getting lower costs and lower copays. So what we've seen is usually you get some of the membership to join in the first year, and it grows from there. As their peers see how well this program works, you get more and more people to enroll in the plan as you get into those open enrollment periods. So our hope would be to do a special open enrollment period to get a good chunk of your population engaged in this strategy, saving money to save the county money. And then as we get into the regular open enrollment period in October, you get an even bigger population to come in, and that would save both the county and the membership even more money in the future.
And just so the commissioners know, Megan Prezzuti, who is on from the difference card, is the same person who has kind of guided Ocean County through their initial, enrollment and has been handling it since then. And Cecile Mamuzet has been guiding Hunterdon County through their various stages. And she would actually be the person too who would be working with Atlantic County as we move forward, if the commissioners are enjoy what they're seeing here. Okay, Chris, I'm going to go back to you and move on to the next slide.
Yeah, another common question we get, Tony, is, well, what happens if I forget to use this card? Am I out of luck? Can I get the money back? What if my doctor only takes cash, which is pretty rare, but it does happen occasionally. And the benefit is still delivered to the member, even if they're not able to use the physical MasterCard. So you can always submit a claim to the difference card by sending us your receipt, your EOB that tells us here's the amount of money that was paid. And most people are using their mobile app. So they'll use their phone, they'll take a picture of it on the mobile app to submit a claim to us. And we're processing those claims in about 2 business days right now. But they also can mail us claims, fax us claims. There's lots of different ways to send claims to the difference card if you forget to use your card.
And that's been a lot of the educational meetings that we've been having with the various members and with the union reps for them to understand that process. And there's been widespread understanding and excitement.
So a little bit more just about the success rate we've had, the member experience, because in order for this to be a long-standing strategy, we need to deliver exceptional service to your members. So we've got a 4.8 star rating out of 5, over a 51 NPS score, a 90% plus retention rate. We try to deliver exceptional service, and you've got the A team here with Megan, Cecile, Ashley, along with the Marsh team. They've been doing this for years with plenty of other New Jersey public entities. So from a member perspective, you've got our service team there. Our average speed of answer, if they need to call us, is about 30 seconds right now. The call number is right on the front of their MasterCard, so they've got that with them. If they ever have a question or if the provider is confused, they can use that call center as a resource. We're processing claims in 2 days right now. So if somebody does submit a claim, it takes about 2 days to process that. And normally we'll just send them back the money via direct deposit, or they can get a physical check in the mail as well. We're doing a lot of in-person education, but we also supplement that with virtual meetings. We record meetings. We provide this micro website where members can share it with their spouse and they can learn about the program at home. So a lot of additional resources in addition to what you're getting today. So I already alluded to the mobile application, but that is the primary way a lot of our members are interacting with the difference card. They can see their balances on the mobile app. They can see their claims. When they're submitting a claim, they can see when it's been processed and when they're going to get the money back. They can sign up for direct deposit. So a lot of the service is happening with the mobile app, and then they also can call us on their phone as well. And again, about a 30-second average speed of answer to get to the call center.
And speaking of iPhones, Chris, this card can be added onto your Apple Wallet and can be used through your phone that way as well, correct?
That's right. Yeah, a lot of people now are not carrying around the plastic, so they are adding it to their Apple Wallet, and that's another great way to use this feature. So just to wrap up here, call center is typically open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's Eastern time, Monday through Friday. They can also live chat with us on the website on differencecard.com. We're here to help your members get any of their healthcare benefit questions answered. So I think at this point, we'll take questions.
Commissioner, comments, questions?
Yeah. Mr. Chairman? Chairman?
Who was that? Commissioner Corsi? Yes.
Yes. Good afternoon, one and all. I just have a more of a comment. So I was listening to the gentleman make the presentation. I just really wanted to try to get a feedback from them in terms of how they're making out with the unions in terms of the membership, their presidents and them relating the information back to them. How is it being accepted? As he indicated, we talked about this in 2023. You know, we get one side of the story, and then folks will come to the meeting and say, we didn't have that information, we didn't have this information. Just want to be very clear that they have indicated they have talked to the presidents, vice presidents, and their membership, or some of the memberships, for the feedback. And I would take it or venture to say, in order for them to get to this point, they must have had some good feedback. But I'd just like to hear that directly from them in terms of what was some of I want to say some of the fears, but what was some of the take back? What was some of the gives? How was the real reaction in terms of, because folks don't like change. None of us really don't like change. But once you dive into it, it's not as bad as we anticipate sometimes. And as you know, everybody across the state is going through the same issue regarding their high cost of health benefits. And this could set the tone for a lot of other municipalities in and around Atlantic County if this is a success for the employees of Atlantic County. So always keep that in mind. And I just wanted to see or hear from the presenter their interpretation of the unions.
Yeah, and I'll be happy to take that, Commissioner Corsi, and thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. We have had really, really exceptionally positive feedback from really all the union reps, and now as we've been going through the educational process with the members, having very positive feedback from them as well. I'll share with the commissioners very briefly. One member came up to me and said, if we're able to do this, this is going to be life-changing for me. And I said, well, why is that? And she said that she needed to get a surgery done on her ankle. And one of the things that the doctor had prescribed to her was having 8 weeks of physical therapy. Well, on her plan, there was a $35 per week, $35 per visit charge, and 8 weeks of physical therapy. That was a high number for her to be able to do it. And she was saying, I could only really maybe swing 2 or 3 visits. And now with this difference card, I'm going to be able to attend all visits. And I explained to her that, that's a win-win, because now you're doing what the doctor has prescribed for you to do, and you're probably going to have a more positive outcome for what's happening with the claim. So at the end of the day, also, the claim is going to be less when you're being able to do all the things that the doctor had prescribed for you to do. So it was really, kind of what Chris had said, a win-win situation. So the 3, larger unions within Atlantic County, not discounting any of the others, but AFSCME, CWA, and the Teamsters have all had really positive feedback for us and for the administration. And I'll take a moment and actually ask if Tammy Robbins is on, or Jerry Del Rosso is there, that they might be able to give some feedback as well, or Art Murray.
Tammy, I think attended all of them. I don't know, did you attend any of this?
I'm
Tammy,
here.
you there? Okay,
Yeah, I'm
great,
here.
Tammy.
Thanks, Tony. I'm fortunate enough to be traveling with these groups to present to the employees. And after the meetings, I'm getting some positive feedback from the members and the union leadership as well. We have PBA meeting tomorrow night with their group, and I think that's going to go over well. I know they're very excited to hear more about this plan option. So overall, it's been a very positive experience.
Thank you,
So,
Tammy.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mr. Chair, maybe just to get a little bit more to the root of maybe what Commissioner Corsi was also asking, why wouldn't you join this program? What do you hear from people as the reasons why they won't?
I'll let Tammy answer that question. She's been somewhat privy to the more quiet feedback that might go towards that. But I would just briefly say before Tammy would speak is that really it comes down to just not understanding it and just having a skepticism. And also Megan Prezzuti could probably comment on this as well, is that what ends up happening is a lot of word of mouth gets around after the initial enrollment happens. And what we've seen, and I know that the difference card has seen this, is a massive influx thereafter of all the folks that kind of were a little hesitant to begin with, just because they either didn't understand it or just didn't trust it. And now that they've seen their fellow members getting the benefit of it, there's somewhat of a stampede towards it. So I'd like Tammy maybe to comment on that, and then Megan, if you wouldn't mind commenting on it, also on what your what your experience has been with Ocean County.
So,
Tammy?
Tammy, so one concern that does come back often is the process, and some of the services that they're receiving, they will have to provide an EOB to the difference card to make sure the services are in line with the plan and that difference card can pay it. And Megan can go into a little bit more detail about this, but that's the only concern that some of our employees have had. But after hearing the presentation from Megan, and Megan does a tremendous job explaining the plan itself, they have a better understanding of how it works, and they walk away feeling better about the process.
Megan, you can come off
Yep.
mute. Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
Thanks. I was waiting, didn't want to interrupt. So as Tammy and Tony said, yes, it gains momentum as people try it. They talk it up to their coworkers because they're saving money in their paycheck. Then they're saving each time they go to the provider, they're swiping the card. Some people panic because they think I've got to submit an EOB for everything. But when they attend the meeting, they understand we only need an explanation of benefits in network till they get to that $2,000 max. But they keep paying, they keep swiping for the co-payments. So once they understand the process, then they embrace it. And the other thing I have to say is I don't know if this is necessarily the right place to say, people keep thinking they keep paying more and more and more, that there's a gotcha because it's so good. It's almost too good to be true. So it's the fear of, them taking something, enjoying the benefit, and then it not living up to the expectations. But your union membership talks to the other unions in Ocean County, Essex County, Gloucester County. They have wonderful things to say about it, and they feel more comfortable with it.
Lastly, just to piggyback on that, Megan, and thank you, is that we had Tammy, a fellow by the name of Tom Fagan, who is part of the CWA with Ocean County, and also with Atlantic County. And he was able to, speak exactly as to what was happening with the membership there in Ocean County. And he was a voice amongst all the union reps that was on the call that said, hey, there was, some hesitancy, but, everything that he has heard thus far has been nothing but positive.
All right, thank you. Are there any other commissioner comments or questions at this time? Here or none?
Deja vu.
No, I appreciate that presentation. I appreciate the time you're spending with our county employees as well to try to educate them the best that you can. Again, thank you for everything.
We're happy to keep doing it, and really a lot of kudos goes out to your administrative staff. They have been exceptional as far as being able to provide information, to set up the meetings, and to do all that the hard work that is needed to make sure that we're being able to have effective communication sessions. So really hats off to them as well.
Great. Thank you. Jerry, moving forward, is there anything that the board would need to do if the employees are willing to proceed?
I don't think so. I don't think there's you have to vote on anything.
Right.
We'll present the finances to the budget
Budget committee,
subcommittee.
okay.
We'll be doing our budget, as you know, March 4th. And then what we'll do is we'll present what the potential savings are here. So you'll understand that. And then we would, as you know, with the budget, once we go to the introduction, we'll explain the budget and how it will impact this year, 2025 budget.
All right. So
Just one other point, just so the commissioners know, is that time frame wise, we've been doing the work on the education up until the beginning of March. Once the commissioners get the report from Jerry, we would then notify the state that we're going to offer this this particular endorsement or attachment onto the state health benefit plan. We've done this, dozens and dozens of times before. We would look at a 5/1 effective date. So that's from March to the beginning of May. That would then give us 60 days of being able to have more communication with the membership, with a final enrollment happening in the first 2 weeks of April. So that's kind of just so you know what the timeline looks like on our end.
All right, great. Thank you very much. I'm sure the budget committee is looking forward to seeing the numbers and, continuing to educate the employees as well. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you to all the commissioners. Appreciate you taking the time to listen to our presentation.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
All right. At this time, we'll continue on with our agenda. Start with Resolution 94.
Grant application and acceptance from the New Jersey Office of the Insurance Fraud Prosecutor for the County Prosecutor Insurance Fraud Reimbursement Program, amount not to exceed $228,591.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 95.
Grant application and acceptance from the New Jersey Governor's Council on Substance Use Disorders for participation in Municipal Alliance for the Prevention of Drug and Alcohol Abuse Program, amount not to exceed $283,073.30.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 96.
Grant application and acceptance from the United States Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance for the State Criminal Alien Assistance Program, amount not to exceed $132,148.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 97.
Grant application and acceptance from the State of New Jersey Office of Alternative and Community Responses for the Arrive Together Critical Incident Model Program, amount not to exceed $105,300.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 98.
Grant application and acceptance from the New Jersey Department of Health for the Tanning Facilities Registration and Inspection Project, amount not to exceed $3,000.
Moved.
Second.
Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 99.
Professional services agreement with Angels in Motion NJ to provide addiction recovery services, amount not to exceed $151,271.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 100.
Competitive contract with Holman Frenia Allison PC for the provision of auditing services, amount not to exceed $199,900.
Moved.
Second.
Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? Call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 101.
Resolution authorizing competitive contracting for the provision of interpreter and transcription services for Atlantic County pursuant to NJSA 40A:11-4.
Moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Are there any commissioner comments? Comments from the public? Call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 102.
Bid contract with Ocean Construction Incorporated for masonry maintenance and repairs, amount not to exceed $62,400.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes, and then resolution 103 was withdrawn. Resolution 104.
Change order number 2, a contract with South State Incorporated for the 2022 Drainage Improvement Project to extend the term date only, no additional cost.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? Call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 105.
Change order number 1, a contract with South State Incorporated for the Estelle Manor Park Entrance Paving Improvement Project to extend the term date only, no additional cost.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 106.
Change order number 2, a contract with Arawak Paving Company Incorporated for the 2022 County Highway Improvement Program to extend the term date, net increase $353,580.73.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 107.
Lease agreement with the Center for Family Services for use of county-owned premises located at 201 South Shore Road in the city of Northfield, amount not to exceed $68,400.
Moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 108.
Acceptance of deeds easements from various grantors in accordance with Atlantic County planning standards.
Moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 109.
Agreement with the City of Atlantic City for the Atlantic City Law Enforcement Officers use of Atlantic County Police Training Center, no cost.
Moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
abstain,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 110.
Cooperative agreement between the Division of Family Development, Office of Child Support Services, and the Atlantic County Department of Law for the Title IV-D Child Support Services Reimbursement Program, amount not to exceed $150,724.75.
Moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
yes,
Gatto,
yes,
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 111.
Resolution requesting a transfer in the 2024 budget in accordance with the provision of NJS 40A:4-58.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 112.
Emergency contract with TRICARE Medical Transportation for the provision of medical transportation for the residents of Meadowview Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, amount not to exceed $50,650.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 113.
Amending Resolution Number 722 adopted on December 19, 2023, an alternate method contract with S-Cube Incorporated to provide additional services in the Excella program, net increase $13,000.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? Call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 114.
Alternate method contract with Charles Wallace and Associates to provide project management services under the Work First New Jersey Temporary Assistance for Needy Families Innovations Initiative Program, amount not to exceed $50,000.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly.
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 115.
Alternate method contract with Atlantic Coast Moving and Storage for the transportation of voting equipment for early voting and election day for the primary and general elections, amount not to exceed $85,360.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Anyone from the public? No, that's all right. Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 116.
Appointment of Nelson Dilge to the Atlantic County Human Services Advisory Council for a term to expire on January 1st, 2027.
Moved.
Second.
I moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Anyone from the public? Is Nelson online? No. All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 117.
Authorizing consent for a roadway solicitation event by Police Unity Tour Incorporated at the intersection of Jimmy Leeds Road, County Route 633, and Pitney Road, County Route 634, in the Township of Galloway on Saturday, March 8th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Coursey,
Yes.
Gatto,
yes,
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Grizzly,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Moving on to our commissioner-sponsored resolutions. Resolution 118.
Resolution supporting the publishing of legal notices on official government websites, sponsors Maureen Kern and John W. Risley Jr.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Mayor Risley?
No, I just want to make a, point, as we know, our Press of Atlantic City being one of the papers that we utilize only prints 3 times a week. So that's one, but it is our fiduciary responsibility to do this. It even costs more money to go in and have this printed in the papers. And it's our responsibility to make sure that we can come in with the times, as John may say.
Yes.
Commissioner Risley?
Yes. Thank you, Chairman. It's just a matter of moving in with the times. I give the example of my family used to be in the laundry business. People used to send their laundry out to be done and shipped back. People no longer do that. The times are moving on, and we must move with them. And quite frankly, I think it'll be
a help to bidders, people in business that want to go online, the ease of it, and check to see what RFPs and what's out for bid from different municipalities, school districts, and of course, our county. So that's why I'm in favor of it. Thank you.
And it makes it more transparent for
Yeah.
everybody. It's a lot easier for everybody to see these things as well.
All right, thank you. And John, if you wanted to send you our laundry, where would be? Okay.
I told him not to use that analogy, by the way.
Sounded good. Are there,
His back away.
thank you. No,
Late 50s, late 60s.
I agree. And this, of course, as it's been discussed before, but it also was a recommendation from the New Jersey Association of Counties.
Yes.
Other counties have done this recently as
Yes.
well. Are there any comments from the public? All right, call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 119.
Resolution authorizing a closed session requested regarding pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation and/or attorney-client privilege requiring confidential communications.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Are there any commissioner comments at this time? Any comments from the public on executive session? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. The board will now go into a closed executive session to discuss the matter noted in resolution number 119. Attendees will see executive session in progress. Please stand by until the meeting resumes. All right, I'll entertain a motion to resume the meeting and end executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. So that now concludes the written part of our agenda. We've received copies of written communications and petitions. Are there any commissioner comments? Hearing none. Are there any reports of special committees of the board? Hearing none. Is there any unfinished business?
Mr. Chair.
Yeah,
let me go back
Commissioner
a second.
Parker.
I do want to put on the record that I did share with, or had asked Tara to share with me. I see that she did. We had one of our teachers in our county who's made a post and about the president, and there's some controversy around that. The only reason I brought that to our attention to the Education Schools Committee because I was contacted to get involved directly. My advice to the parties that came to me was that's a local issue. School board, school administration, Vancouver Township, and so that's where it is. So that was my response. But I thought it would be necessary, or at least a good idea for us to have that information in case, how our commissioners board gets sometimes. People come to us for anything, even if we have no authority or power. So I didn't want us to end up being sidetracked without having the information. So just to receive this information, officially, we have no role in that situation at all. Secret Service has gotten involved. They're running their investigation. We're out of it. But I was contacted, for the commissioner's board to get involved. So that's the reason I received an email.
Thanks for sharing.
All right, thank you. I think we're on. Is there any unfinished business? Any new business?
Maybe I'll hold it for the next meeting.
Okay.
Suspense.
Yeah, let's just double checked. Anyone attending in person that would like to speak now with a public comment, please come to the podium. Speak into the microphone, state your name and the town you reside. If you're attending virtually and would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand. I will call upon your name and a request to unmute will be sent. Please state your name and the town in which you reside. You'll be provided up to 3 minutes to speak. Or anyone online that would like to speak? Anyone in attendance? All right, I'll now entertain a motion to close. Anybody? No? I'll entertain a motion to close public comment.
Second.
All right, all those in favor to move the second, all those in favor to close public comment?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Are there any comments for the good of the order, Commissioner Parker?
Happy Black History Month, and I just want to put these two out there. We've already spoken about the Amistad Commission will be having a summer institute here in our county, and it's a big deal this summer. They're going to be staying at the Stockton Atlantic City campus, and they're going to be going through all of our important historically Black sites, African American sites that we have here. St. James AME Church, Chicken Bone Beach, Key City Betterment. And we had a meeting, or there's a meeting set up actually this week with Dr. Phil Gunther, because the visual arts students will be working on filming a virtual field trip of what we're going to be doing in the Institute this summer. So look forward to that. Also, the McKee City Betterment History Wall. For anyone that's interested, please come out. It's going to be on the 22nd, this Saturday, and it's from noon to 2 o'clock. Please come out and see the unveiling. The young ladies that worked on that program are very excited about it and said that it came out much better than anticipated.
Thank you. Any other comments for the good of the order? All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Second.
The hesitation.
I think he's still not sure if he's holding it for next meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you. Meeting's adjourned.